I'm Ana Victoria Torres, and this is Glossip Girls, a podcast where we discuss the pop culture, reality TV, and the gossip that gives us a glow, or like a bad skincare routine, it takes it away. We are doing a series of episodes in English dedicated to reality TV with amazing guests. You can go listen to our app with content creator Anaya Richards, where we talk Summer House. We also have an episode with the madrina, the godmother of this podcast, Kaya Wilson from Bravo We're Black. Also, we discussed the last season of Mormon Wives with Sarah Donnelly, an American comedian based in Paris. And today we have a content creator, Bravo fan, and Dominican sister, Marjorie from the account Marjorie Lately. Hello, Marjorie.
Hi, Anna. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for jumping into this and just talking Bravo with me 24/7 because I'm talking more with you than with my mom, and that's a lot coming from a Dominican girl.
No, I get you. It's one of those things where it's like we found each other. Every now we understand like not just the Bravo lens, but like the Dominican lens of through Bravo. So I'm just so
It's an
happy that we
extra
get that
level.
chat. It's an extra level. We could just like bunching chat over it.
We see each other.
Yeah.
So I want to do our kind of like classic glow or no glow section where you tell us like what gives you glow, what takes your glow away. So I'm
Mm,
just gonna mention some Bravo shows. I'm gonna
okay.
do the glow and no glow, and then we're gonna discuss them and keep it moving. We're gonna leave Summer House for the end because there's so much to discuss, and we have mutual hate for Pata Sucia Amanda
Yes.
and West TD Wilson. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's start with something light and fun. Real Housewives of Atlanta, glow or no glow?
Let me tell you something. Atlanta this season is a glow. We are back, baby. We are refreshed and we are vegan.
Every time they say vegan, like I mean, they did a song based on it because if you take a shot every time Pinky says she's vegan, we're like checking in Betty Ford Clinic, drunk as fuck.
Do you know, and the thing about Pinky's veganism, as someone who was a vegan myself, I went
Oh,
through the phases of being a vegan. I did
oh,
veganism for like 2 years.
oh.
One, it's very hard. You are very exhausted because when you're just like a vegan and you're outside in the world and nobody's preparing your meals for you, you are hungry. Okay. So I feel like, I don't know, I can't remember how long Pinky's been vegan for, but like there is probably a lack of vitamin D. And I do mean the sun.
I was
And I
gonna
feel like
say
there, and I also feel like she's just missing like essential. There's no amount of like pills that you can take that can replace like a burger. You know what I mean? There's something that you brings me joy when I know that I have two patties, American cheese, onions, pickles, and I'm
this
just
was my
like
dinner
squeezing this
tonight.
greasy burger. Are you kidding me? Okay, so when I first bit into a burger, when I decided like I'm so over being vegan, this is exhausting. I saw the light. Yo vi la luz.
Tú
Yo vi la
dices,
luz.
ya
Salió el sol. Don Omar salió el sol.
salió el
Yo vi la luz.
sol.
Okay, so I just feel like a veganism is fun, but grow up.
So you agree with Portia saying that she's exhausted and she needs some meat. Okay. And what
That's
about
all I think. I think once. Go ahead.
no, what about the Angela Oakley versus Pinky table read down? Open the schools, the
Oh,
library's open, whatever you want to call it.
oh my, that was really hard because I too at the time was like, okay, Pinky's coming in really, really intense over one, that's something that isn't her fight. Two, it just feels like I felt like I forget the person, the other girl's name, but I felt like she was just kind of making something light and Pinky just like
Angela?
I was like, where's Angela? Yeah. I was like, "W- she's just being funny. Like, Pinky, why aren't you funny? Why are you so tense? Like, we're in Texas. the joke writes itself. Like we're in Texas and you're a vegan, we're at the table, people are just reading each other, like have some fun with it. I was like, she's calling her out of her name, she's talking about money, and it's like, you can't say that right now, girl.
I
You can't
loved every minute
say
of it.
that.
I loved
No,
it. I was
I was
like, this
loving
is
it.
so good. I'm like, this is bringing me to like Claudia Jordan versus Nini, Puerto
You know,
Rico,
versus like the type Bob.
the tight bob. And someone with a bob. It's not bobbing right now, but it's there.
Oh
And
yeah,
I
yeah. Grown up
loved
Bob.
it. Yeah, we're a
Yeah,
Bob family.
yeah,
And literally, Angela just gives me old Real Houses of Atlanta vibes. I'm a Fangela.
yeah, yeah,
I love that woman. I think she's
yeah,
gorgeous. I think she's hilarious. I love Charles. Um,
yeah. They're definitely growing on me. I think after this dinner, I was like, oh, okay, I get it. I like her. She's fun vibes, and she's like not afraid to dish it, and also just not afraid to just move past something, and it's just like not have it be
and she
like a
takes
thing.
it. And she's like, I need to lose $2 million to heal myself. I'm like, damn, I wish I could be
Yeah,
like that. But I
yeah,
can't deal with that. I don't have the budget
yeah.
for
I don't
just
think I don't have the reserves to
no.
learn through reserves.
I'm like, damn, you have money, girl. Cause she's like, yes, I lost $2 million and I will still buy another house. And I'm like, what?
That's a housewife. That's
That's
my
a
housewife.
housewife. That's a housewife. But you live in Atlanta. So what is your perception of current Real Housewives of Atlanta or the lore of the Housewives of Atlanta in Atlanta?
You know what's so funny? Okay, so there's a slutty vegan right up the street, maybe like 20 minutes from where I live, up in Duluth. And I've driven past it. I've never been to slutty vegan. Just the name doesn't appeal to me. It's not something I'm gonna be like, slutty vegan. What's going on here? And anyway, I eat meat, so it doesn't appeal to me.
No, Marjorie, but you
Uh,
need to go. I need a review,
The
please.
thing
I'm
is that
begging
it's
you.
not open. It's
Ah,
closed. It wasn't open for a very long. If memory serves me right, it is not a functioning store. I think the only one that's
oh my
open
God.
might be
It's
in
like Drew
Atlanta.
going to Kelly's chicken and waffle store saying that it's closed. This is the
Uh
this is the you're dropping the tea right now. You're spilling the tea.
yeah, as far as I hope the tea's right because I've never seen activity there, I'll tell you that much.
We're not
Um
gonna check. We're just living for the gossip. It's giving me a glow. So, it doesn't have to be true. Sometimes people are like, I post something and they're like, that's not true. I'm like, honey, this is a podcast about gossip. This is not
exactly.
CNN. Okay?
Exactly. Well, the thing is every time I drive by, I've never seen anyone in there. So, and
Sounds
it's,
sounds accurate to me.
I'm in the area a couple times a week. So then recently I learned that one of my friend's husbands, he is went to high school with Cherie's daughter.
With who?
She by Cherie's daughter. Yeah.
Mentira. Wait. Oh,
Yeah.
the one she had with Bob?
I think so.
Oh God. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because he's like 0102 class. So if she had him, that would have been her. But he was like,
Oh
yeah,
my
we
God.
always get together and stuff. So like, I hope I didn't put his business out there, but I just found out today. I was like, okay.
6 degrees of separation. And I
Oh,
love
oh,
Shiri. She's one of my favorite housewives.
I got one more for you.
Shiri.
Okay. So, um, Sweetie and Kim Zolciak. I used to go to high school. I was neighbors with Sweetie, and we used to ride the same bus and everything. And Kim used to shop at Whole Foods when I was like a cashier there, like 20 years ago, when I was in college. And I used to see Kim and Sweetie by the store because they would shop there from time to time. But isn't that funny? Like in Atlanta, you always have 1 to 2 degrees with connection with somebody.
I have a question.
Yeah,
What were
yeah.
the wigs on Trader Joe? Were they giving Party City wigs? Did they need
Um,
to be shifted?
they were forward facing. They were coming in a little
Were
bit,
they
but it was the end of the
attached?
night.
Were they attached as Phaedra said that
Oh,
she was not glued down?
they were clipped.
Oh, mama. Oh, mama. I could never stand
I'm
Kim
so
because I
naughty.
was like, she's so freaking trashy. Like, for instance, she reminded me of the OC. I never liked the OC because as someone that is
Yes.
from Dominican Republic, unfortunately, and I talk about this with Kaya in our latest episode with the Bravo We're Black. You have an idea when you're growing up of gringos when you're like in hotels and all of that, and it's not the best image of
Yeah.
Americans. I'm not saying that's
Mm,
all of Americans, all
yeah.
of US citizens. It's just like
Hmm.
gringo loco, like drunk, blah, 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 being obnoxious, da, 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 because they're
Yeah.
partying and they're in an all inclusive and it's okay. But as you're growing up, that's the always the image that you have. So when I started watching
Hmm.
OC, I'm like, yeah, more gringa loca. Like, I don't like this shit. They dress really
Yeah.
badly also. I was like, no, it looks cheap. And
Yeah.
Atlanta came in. I love all the women. I thought they were hilarious. And I
Yeah.
found Kim so freaking trashy and like she's not even fun.
Yeah.
I'm like, she's always trying to get
Yeah.
out of things. She was fun the first season, and I didn't even find it fun at the moment. Now looking back at it, like ironically, it's super funny. But
Yeah.
I
Well, because
didn't,
you
I was
miss
like, I
that
can't vibe
level
with
of
her. Like,
like,
what are you doing here? You're not at the level of the others.
yeah,
And
it's a
close.
level of like unawareness of like, and I think that's why it's funny looking back because we miss that type of housewife who's like unaware of the camera and unaware of how how they're going to be propelling forward, how the platform is going to like help them grow. Um, but yeah, I think I always found Kim because I'm from Atlanta, right? I just always found Kim funny because she reminded me of like my classmates' moms and stuff. A mom who was like too cool and was always just hanging out with the kids, and you're just like,
With the
why are you
solo cup.
here? You know, and the really extra shiny wigs, and you're and because you don't know what you don't know, like you would just look sideways like, is that her hair? Like it looks really shiny. But son gente blanca, so uno nunca sabe cómo el pelo le queda, uno no puede juzgar porque nosotros somos pelos, so uno nunca sabe. That's
Yeah,
how,
we don't like, I don't know that. I don't know what's happening over there.
I don't know what's
Hmm.
happening, but something don't look natural. Something don't look like it's all the way there.
Something
But
looks flammable. That's what I'll say.
something, yeah, that's a good one.
Mira, but like,
Yeah.
so living in Atlanta, is there like people talk about the housewives? Is it a thing? Or like, also Atlanta is very big. So you can be in Duluth, you can be in other Athens, you can be in different parts of
Yes.
the county,
Yeah.
whatever city.
So
So,
it's interesting, right? Because the women are they it's based in Atlanta, but a lot of them live like in the Gwinnett County closest to Atlanta. So or like they'll live in like Fulton County, which is the Atlanta's county, but they'll live north, close to Gwinnett.
oh, like
Um
Potomac North, not proper Potomac.
Exactly. Exactly. Not Atlanta proper, but they'll be like in Johns Creek or other parts of Duluth that are
Mhm.
considered close to
Like
the city, but
Bailey.
not there. Yeah. Like Cynthia Bailey. Or they'll live like further down, like in Cabbagetown but it'll never fully be Atlanta city proper. There's only like 500,000 people that live in the city of Atlanta proper. So that just kind of just to put it into perspective, not everybody really lives in Atlanta. Like
I think
everybody's
that happens with most of the cities and it's perfectly
yeah.
normal.
No, for
But
sure. Yeah.
and what about like I always like about Atlanta the food because I always
Oh
think like,
yeah.
oh, the food looks good. The chicken está sazonado. There's like seasoning in the
Yeah.
chicken. The food always looks
Yes.
really good. I wanted to go to Old Lady Gang. Rest in peace. Um,
Really good. I've been to Old Lady Gang. Not
but
I've been to it at Phillips, or it used to be Phillips State Farm Arena, which is like, the arena for basketball and like shows and stuff.
mm,
I've had Old Lady Gang there. I've never gone to the restaurant itself.
but didn't it close one of the
Yes.
like some of the locations or all of them? Oh my god,
As far as I understand it, they're all closed.
damn that
Yeah,
no, it
not a lot of
can't
them
be.
really survived and or passed like health inspections. But again, that's just chisme. I'm not here to verify
And also that's what
all.
make it tasty sometimes, la grasita.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And the thing about it too is like my favorite restaurant used to be Gladys Knight's Chicken and Waffles. That closed down because that health food code was just no. One time, me, my husband, and my sister in law, we went to Gladys Knight's, and when I tell you, we left, we were like, "Yo, we feel stoned right now. We couldn't stop laughing." Oh, no entró la risa. I was like, we were
What
on
was
the
it like
road for like
laughing gas?
20. Girl, I wish I could tell you. It was like we couldn't stop laughing. It was I don't know what was funny. We just had chicken and waffles and a sweet tea,
Space brownies in Gladys night. She
yeah.
got you singing.
But yeah,
Okay,
so
so
so you know,
that's Atlanta. Thank you for that. I mean, I feel like very connected to it. Thanks to via like the reality of
yeah,
what is Atlanta. So, ladies of London, glow or no glow?
yeah. Glow. I'm so happy. We are so back. The UK is back, baby. That's how I feel. I love this version of Ladies of London. The first couple of seasons, I liked it because of Caroline Stanbury. I'm a Caroline girl through and through. That is my I love her level of like wealth.
Sarcasm.
Yeah, but I like how she displays her wealth and it's just so it reminds me of Emma. It's just so like effortless and it's very chic and it's like cheeky and it's a little cunty, but it's not like in your face. So it just feels
No.
like I could just like relax with the girls, and Martha just has this like beautiful like golden era of Hollywood face. I could just
I
stare at her face
mean,
all the time.
she's like a star from 1939, and she's like Greta
Yes.
Garbo,
Oh,
Catherine
she is.
Hepburn.
Rita Hayworth, who just has these like, just
Absolutely.
oh, and I love how she sounds because she probably like smokes a pack of cigarettes a day, like smokes.
Like,
But
for sure.
I love her raspy voice and like her chaos and her like
Her
delusions and her
rollers. I
willingness
love a
to.
woman in 2026 doing a set of rollers. And I read on
Yes,
threads like this girl, like she's a hairstylist, and she was like, those are proper good rollers that she's doing. And I'm like, thank you. Thank you. I
yeah.
knew it.
No, I feel like she's like from a different time period, and she's like just like brought to the future. I feel like she's not even from here.
Every time I see her like interacting with Margot, this dress very modern, I'm like, what are you guys doing? The two worlds are
Yeah,
colliding. Universe, the laws of
yeah.
physics, it's not good. Traveling in time, space,
Yeah, I was like, are they
continuum.
in the same room? I don't even feel like they're in the same room.
No, but Ladies of London have been, me personally as well, giving me so much glow. Funny, love it. If you're not watching, you should definitely do it. It's the first season. You
Yes.
don't even have to watch the previous one. But I mean,
Mm-mm.
I would say do it because they're really great, but it's a completely different thing.
Yeah.
I love that these people actually feel extremely wealthy, most of them,
Yes. Yes.
and or like at least that they live in London society. And
Hmm.
you got Emma, which is a huge get. Like she was in the Met Gala.
Oh,
She's friends with Serena and Venus Williams. Like
yeah.
she's the real deal. She was at the Met Gala with Edward Enninful, the former editor of Vogue UK, who is
Yeah.
major.
Yeah.
She's not Countess Luann, she's not Sonia.
Right.
She's
No,
the
she
real
almost,
deal.
and that's why I love her. What about her is like, she doesn't, the way she displays her wealth is through her mannerisms. It's very like coy, but it's also, like I said, cunty. And she's just like,
Oh,
she
she's
makes a
fab.
joke. And I love how soft spoken she is. Everything about her just feels like, I just want her to tell me stories.
And also, I love that she's like, I mean, she doesn't say it, but everybody in the show is like, Meghan Markle wants to be Emma, because in
Yeah.
the UK they're not huge fans of Meghan, and I bet that they
Yeah.
love to say, we already had a Meghan
Yeah.
Markle, and
Yeah.
she is more fab. She actually has a jam. She has a
Yeah.
lifestyle brand.
And
She
she's
has
a
a
party
castle
girl
with
too.
hippos. Oh,
I said Emma's a party girl too. She gets down.
yeah, I mean, she's friends with Mark. You can tell all the
Yeah.
pictures, they look wasted. The only picture we have of her husband is in Russia with a bunch of random women
Oligarchs.
walking like at 5 a.m. in the 70s. And I'm like, love it. This is it.
Yeah.
She's friends with Kimmy, who is a national drunk
Treasure.
fabulosity. Love her. I mean, I
Yes.
don't drink, and I
Yes.
would drink with her. Like, I want to have champagnes with the
Yes.
girls.
I would love to spend a night just drinking shams with Kimmy. Oh my God. I feel like she would allow me to be as mean as cunty as her too.
I mean, the show is really great because things don't feel super deep except for the
Yeah.
whole thing with Margot that got a little like weird at the end between
Oh my
Mark
God.
and her.
Yeah.
But I think there's so much potential. They have real connections. They have real friendships. Mark, I've
Yes.
seen him. Used to know him from Made in Chelsea. I never liked that
Hmm.
show that much, but I had a friend of mine that was really into it, so I did watch a couple of episodes and seasons, and he was even more superficial there. Like he wouldn't go deep. He
Oh,
would just make
interesting.
jokes. So actually, when you see him, I'm like, oh my god, I've never seen him open up so much. So this
Yeah.
is really his personality. People are like, oh, he's putting it on. I'm like, guys, no, this is how he is. Like I watch at least 3 seasons, and I just mostly watch episodes that he was in because I thought he was hilarious. But
Oh, yeah.
so yeah. So he's really, this is not his first rodeo, but this is his
I love
first
him.
rodeo opening up and being vulnerable. I thought I
I
wasn't gonna
love
like
him.
make Micah and love her. Love
Yeah.
how they got
Yeah.
rid of Dara and were like, starting fresh. This girl is a loser. Let's keep it moving.
Yeah.
What a missed opportunity that Dara had.
I mean,
Like she
I
could,
feel like she's gonna come back. I think she's coming back. I
that
think
would be
so.
good. That would
I
be
think
good.
because especially seeing how the season played out, she almost has to come back in a sense to like defend herself or give herself an opportunity to really like see if she can vibe. Because now Micah's with the girls,
No, she's
and
friends with the
now,
girls. They love her.
so I have a feeling she's gonna come back.
I don't know. I feel like she didn't understand what she signed up for. She didn't understand the power of
Yeah.
reality TV shows
Yeah.
and what it meant. She thought it was going to be, she was bravo, bravo, bravo in,
Oh yeah.
something, and it was not that.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I will be interesting to see. Will be interested to see that. I was going to say, you saw that Missay's husband,
Oh my
ex-husband passed
God.
away. That's terrible.
Yes,
Oh my
Jake.
God. I'm
So
so sorry for her.
I used to watch Jake on Towie because that was my like venture into UK
UK,
television. Was the only way is Essex. Love, love, love that show.
another
And I used to
classic.
watch him. But see, I didn't know that Miss Shay was in
Is that how you
Real.
pronounce it? I don't know how to say that.
Well, it's
Miche.
how she says it. It's like Miss Shay, like
Oh my
Miss
God.
Shay.
I've been
Yeah.
got it. Okay, Miche. Thank you.
Yeah,
Miche.
yeah, yeah. She's in
Sorry, sorry.
she was in Real Housewives of like Cheshire.
Jersey or
Is
yeah,
it
exactly. One
Cheshire?
of the UK
Cheshire?
ones.
Yeah,
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 one of the
yeah. Real
UK ones.
Housewives of the and she looks so different.
Oh,
Like you have to watch
face
what she used
transplant,
to.
Dorit.
I mean, we want to talk about different accent and everything, darling. She is
Oh,
different. Like I was like, when
oh,
did she
love that.
develop a lisp? She all of a sudden just has like a lisp when she talks.
I mean, I love these women. They're reinventing themselves. You could
Yeah.
tell that she was also in reality TV by how she handled that
Yes.
dinner with Dara in the first episode. She was
Yeah.
like, I
Yes,
need to
yes.
talk about it. And I love that every time she's like, the thing is, I'm trying to find my voice with my therapist and I need to address this topic. And I'm like, Mama, I love what you're giving to me, but we both
Yeah.
know that it's because you know that this is good reality TV. And you know what? Go for it.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
it.
Well, the same way that she always has a nip slip. I'm like, could you just get some boob tape, girl? It is not that hard to keep those contained.
And lend some to Cynthia Bailey because also another nip slip queen.
Oh my God. Oh, her, Cynthia, Mia.
Everybody. Okay, so we love Ladies of London. It's giving us glow. I am obsessed with them. I am so enamored with them. I need them to get a show. I am concerned
Yes.
about Martha's finances if she doesn't get another show. So we need to get
Yeah.
that going.
Well, I need to
Uh,
watch her go through these things in this second season.
I saw this New York Times profile of her, and like she had a son when she was 17, but they didn't follow up. Like I don't know if she has a relationship with the
I
kid or
saw
not.
him. I saw his picture. Did you see his picture? He
No.
is so handsome.
But
Like,
they have a relationship. Like I don't know anything about it.
yeah, oh, no, they're like they're good. I think that was just one of the things that was maybe I think it was like a non disclosure a part of like not having him be involved. Like her whole
Oh, he
life.
probably had it with the very rich husband, one of those, and he was like Sonia Morgan. situation, like the
Exactly.
kid will never be shown in the show. But if he's
Exactly.
okay, yeah, yeah,
Yes.
makes sense because she was married
But
to
he's
a
also
very
much
wealthy
older
man.
too. He's
Hmm.
also like, I think he's like in his 40s. So
Oh
I
no,
think
so
he
he's an adult.
just,
So probably he said he didn't want to. No, who's in his
Ye-
40s? Because Martha's not that old.
Martha? How old is
Oh, I was talking
Martha?
about Martha. Who are you
Yeah,
talking about?
Martha. How Martha's like in her 50s or 60s.
No, girl.
How old is Martha?
Let me Google.
No. I wait, hold on. Maybe he might be in his like 20s or 30s. I just know he's an adult. He's not a teenager.
Yeah, yeah, I get that. I get that.
Well,
Let me
I'm
see. Martha's
misinformation,
legal
so I just be
age.
saying stuff.
Let's see. I just want to know. Okay, she's 46.
No. No, no, no.
Ma
Okay,
querida,
I love
matate.
her.
You
I
killed her.
love no, don't get me wrong. I love Martha, but to me, she's old glamour. So I'm just thinking she's done a
You
couple
put like
of
you put
several
20 years
decades
on her.
around the sun. I thought she might have been in her second Saturn's return. I don't know.
And also, women now with all the plastic surgery, they look great. Like, look at Cher. That's what we're
Yeah,
saying. You know, I mean, anybody could be
exactly.
60.
Anyone,
Anybody,
anybody.
I
We're
could be 60
ageless.
right now.
I would know the difference.
Ageless by Ramona. That's all I wear. That's all I use.
Oh, that's a deep cut. That's a good one. Ageless by Ramona. I haven't thought about that in so long.
Nobody has. Like, nobody. There's probably like a box of that in some like Jersey, New York,
Yeah, and some the back of a TJ
hardware.
Maxx somewhere.
Like a hardware. What am I talking about? Like it's some, almacén. I don't know. Warehouse. Hardware warehouse. It's past my bedtime.
Oh, I know it's late over there.
And no, but I go to bed way too late for having a 2-year-old. I should be going to bed earlier, but let's keep it
Mm,
moving.
yeah,
Okay, so now we're back to our main topic, or like our
yes.
hot topic, or the main course. Summer house, glow or no glow.
Oh, honestly, okay. I'm gonna say no glow for this episode. This episode is a no glow.
And also, I know what you mean by no glow. Like, yes, it's giving us a lot of gossip, and that normally would give us a glow. But because Summer House was one of your favorite shows, mine as well, and it was
Yeah,
like a show about like comfort washing and having fun. It was
yeah,
never, it was never like Beverly Hills first season, or
right.
one of these heavy shows where you're like the Valley currently, like something like
Yeah,
that. It was always like light fun. It wasn't Vanderpump Rules or anything like that.
right.
So the show has taken a turn, and I see what you mean. Like no glow in the sense of our friends. Like they're not our friends. Where's
Yeah,
girlhood, friendship,
yeah.
bed bugs? It's all the bed had bugs. That's for sure.
The bed had bugs. Oh, that's a good
The
one.
bed is gross. It's filled with lice,
It's
snakes.
tainted. Snakes. It's full of snakes in the grass.
It's dirty, dirty bed. Pata sucia bed.
It's a bata sucia bed. Oh my God. No, and honestly, it's mostly just, I think this episode for me really, like I was telling you, it really just put me off. Like I was so upset with everybody at that table. Every single person, except for Ben. And I know everybody feels some type of way about Ben, but Ben showed up for Kyle, okay? Ben showed up for Kyle.
And you're a Kyle apologist.
I am a Kyle apologist.
People are gonna kill me. They're like, you only invite Kyle apologists to your podcast. I'm like, they find me. They find me.
I mean, where do we begin? Where do we begin?
You love that little like blonde
Little leprechaun. I
gnome,
do.
whatever.
I love that blonde leprechaun. I mean, to me, he is the heart of the show,
I
It's
understand
almost
that.
like Kyle from Beverly Hills, right? You love her, you hate her, but she is Beverly Hills. And so,
And in this
I
town,
and in this town,
Kyle's king.
you know and so I feel the same way about Kyle in Summer House. It just feels like, especially as I've gotten older, okay, this I haven't always been a I haven't I've always had a sweet spot for Kyle because you respect the elders, right? He is an elder. And you also, he was the central figure in all of the relationships in the house. He has consistently also been in Summer House, and he's always putting people on. The thing I love about Kyle too is that he's always supporting people one way or another. He
He's
has
a
his
great friend.
shortcomings.
Nobody's saying no. The thing is, he's a
Exactly.
terrible husband. He doesn't,
Well,
he's too old to not know how to talk to people and get so
yes.
crazy about things,
Yes.
which at the end of the day is amazing TV. And that's why we love him. And
Yeah.
also,
And
as
even
you
that.
said, I'm a Leo. So I am like, yeah,
And
yes, my
the thing,
dude.
okay, so like
I get
even
it.
with his yelling, I just feel like it's a like I don't mind that he yells.
This is the Dominican in you. You're like, yeah, that's how we talk
Okay,
sometimes. That's what's
exactamente.
happening.
Ok, la dominicana dentro de mí me dice, el papá de la casa el que manda. ¿Tú me entiendes? Y si el papá dice, estoy hablando, no hablen, cállense
You gotta,
todito, okay?
yeah, you gotta
So
shut
when
up.
you have Giggly Squad laughing, I'm gonna side with Kyle. I mean, look at these girls like, y estas malcriadas, hablando cuando el hombre de
No
la casa está
respect to
hablando.
their elders. No respect to their elders.
So from the Dominican side, for me, I'm just like, okay, pero Kyle's a central figure.
Marjorie, but we are talking about dad kids. This is not the same situation. They are probably sharing a baggie in the bathroom. Like
Right. I forget about that. As
how
a
can you
viewer, I
respect your
forget.
elder when your elder is drunk, wasted in the club? Like it's not the same
And
situation. I know what you're trying to say,
that's my blind spot. That's my blind
but
spot. You see,
imagine you
I'm
are.
self-aware. I'm self-aware. That's my blind spot.
All I want to say is I appreciate Kyle for what he's doing. I actually
Yeah.
feel this in this episode, it was the
Yeah.
first time that I was like, oh crap.
Yeah.
I feel Kyle has been misunderstood in the situation and Amanda has manipulated the situation. So everybody gangs
Absolutely.
up against him.
Yeah. Well, because
And
that's the thing too. Like, Kyle likes
she
to
was
dominate the
enjoying it too much.
conversation.
She
And
was
he
enjoying it too
also,
much.
exactly. And I feel like right throughout the years, right, we watch Kyle like be controlling and try to shift everything his way. And sometimes he might, he's the guy in the corner at the party that doesn't know when to leave the room. Like, absolutely, there's
I
valid
can
critique
relate.
there. You
I've
know
been
what I'm
there.
saying?
I
you
am
know?
that person.
But at the same time, I feel like this season, the way that, especially at the dinner table, right, in regards to this episode, we're watching his wife, who is who, like he said, everybody, she's putting everybody against me, and she's like gleefully looking and watching his demise. Like, that
Sticking her
hurts.
tongue out and like, la,
You
la,
know
la,
what I
la, la,
mean?
la.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine our partners laughing and smiling while people are attacking us? Out of
Muerte.
nowhere too. Out of nowhere. You
Voy
have
presa.
Jesse,
I'm going to jail. It's
you
happening.
know, I'm going
Call
to
ICE.
jail. Like straight to jail. You have Jesse being like, "Hey Kyle, so what about your management contract?" And then Kyle like is like, "Yeah, what about it?" Like this isn't a group project. And then for the whole table, including Lindsay, to act like Kyle doesn't talk to Amanda. Amanda's just somehow so Mrs. Little clueless, doesn't know anything. She's just there, and Kyle gets to make all the decisions. I have a problem with that.
I think that coming from Lindsay, I understand, like, imagine without the things that we know now, for
Hmm.
years we've heard about Kyle all going out. Amanda wants him to stay at home. He doesn't want to go
Hmm.
out. Like last season was basically, if you want to have kids with me, I want you to stay home and this and that. And then he goes into turning into being a DJ. So I am feeling like you're not listening to your wife. You're not
Right,
addressing all
right,
these
which
things.
is valid.
Now, valid. I also feel that in a way, they don't talk to each other. These people don't
Yeah,
know anything. Like, how is it that you haven't talked to your wife about you're doing a Vegas residency? I've said it 100 times. He doesn't communicate to her. She doesn't communicate to him. Like she's being sick. She once had a like health scare. She didn't have her period for a year. He didn't even know. Like weird stuff. Like they never talk
yeah,
about anything. She didn't know about. He wasn't investing in Carl's company, like they don't talk, they don't have a day-to-day
See,
communication.
I have a hard time believing that.
No, because he said, I'm telling you this now. Like when
Yeah,
he
like,
was, you don't know about this thing about Carl and I, whatever, whatever.
oh,
But
okay.
until,
Okay. So
because
I'm
I feel like Amanda doesn't ask questions and doesn't want to know and doesn't, they don't, I feel like
bingo.
they're just disconnected enormous. Like it's a
Yeah.
huge disconnect.
It's almost like they save the conversation for the camera.
Exactly. And
Their
like their
entire
relationship
relationship is
turns
now
on.
about,
Their relationship
hmm
turns on when the camera, April, like, what is it, 4th of
yeah.
July?
I mean,
That's it.
and like, when I'm watching him say, like, hey, I'm texting my wife isn't responding. Part of me, I'm thinking, like, okay, so it sound from my end, it looks like he's communicating to you, and you just don't communicate back with him, and you don't like what he has to say. Cause, like you said, she communicated with him and said, if you want a family with me, we need to make changes, and that's going to make me want to have a family. And so then instead he was like, we have debt. We don't have time for a family. I need to make money. And
No,
so
and
she was like, go ahead.
I think that what has happened is that now with all the news, we found out that Amanda was putting this on a bit. She wasn't ready to
Hmm.
have kids, probably. They were in massive
Hmm.
debt,
Yeah.
and Kyle was responsible. And have,
Yeah.
as we learn in Atlanta, do not put your debt as yourself as the responsible person. Create an LLC,
Right.
and that is where
Yeah.
the debt needs to go. But they didn't do that, so Kyle is personally responsible for like $2 million or something like that.
Yeah. At the time.
So at the time, so I think it's that puts on a lot of pressure. And he's like, I can't stop
For
partying,
sure.
but you could go DJ and go to your house and go to sleep. You don't need to stay. And all
Right.
the videos of him staying up at 4 a.m., blah, 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 all of that. That is all
Yeah. No.
valid.
Yeah.
Back to the dinner table, what I was going to say in defense of Kyle, which you might be interested in. We see Sierra talking to him saying, hey, your wife is going to take a break. You guys,
Yeah.
she was thinking about living separately. And I love Sierra. She was overstepping there. She shouldn't
I
have mentioned
agree.
that.
I
That's
agree.
not, en lío de marido y mujer, no se meta. That's not
No
up to
se
you.
metan.
No se
Exactly.
meta. That's
Because
not,
what ended up happening? Amanda and Kyle will make up for a little bit, and then now Sierra is the villain, right? Sierra is the one who brought this up when it was really up. It was Amanda who was never going to bring it up, right? So everybody loses. But I do feel I agree with you on that. That if Amanda's telling everybody in the house how Kyle is such a villain, and then you have people trying to protect her, Sierra's going to protect her girlfriend over Kyle. And I feel like while I understand that, you don't reveal something like that to Kyle. You know how he is. And you don't think it's going to hurt him? Like
and
that
he's
to me
been
I was
drinking
like,
the whole time. Like
and
he's
he's
gonna be get away.
drinking, and if you guys know that he's Mr. Outburst, why do you set him up to have outbursts? You
I
know?
think that Sierra sees that Amanda doesn't have any autonomy, doesn't have any voice,
Yeah.
and she's concerned for her friend. She's overstepping. She knows that she also is a very close friend of Kyle, and she's like, "I'm gonna tell
Right.
you straight up. I said this. I don't want this
Yes.
to be misconstrued. I said it, and I put it on the table, so I own up to that." Sierra is going
Yeah.
above and beyond into this
Yeah.
relationship, which is
Yeah.
wild. After the things that we
Yeah.
saw in this episode, also, Kyle and Carl get into it, which is hilarious because
Yeah.
Kyle calls Carl. This is very hard for a Dominican person. Kyle, Carl, muy duro, muy difícil. So bear
Yeah.
with me. A Vagisil, which I immediately knew it was like a gringo insult, like douche. And I was like,
But Vagisil's a cream.
I thought it was like the douche.
No, no, no. Vagisil is like a cream for when you have like a yeast infection, or it's like a
But that's
calming
a douche, like a
cream.
vaginal douche.
Oh, I don't well, I to be fair, I've never used Vagisil. I've always understood it to be a cream.
It's not good for you. Don't use that.
Oh.
Sorry, Vagisil.
Oh wait, I think it's cooking. I think you're
Claro que sí, I'm
right.
right, Marjorie. I know my gringo stuff.
Do you know what it is? I'm misinformation. Okay, so I don't know what I'm saying. I just be saying stuff. Okay. But yeah, so he called him a douche. Interesting. He could have just called him a douche. He didn't have to go all Vagisil on him. But
You know
okay.
what I know? I know about the douche. Now that I'm thinking, like, why the hell do I know that? I remember I learned English from TV. So I was
Ah,
watching
me too.
rerun episodes, of course, and they would say like, "You're a douche, you're a douche," and I said that once, and somebody was like, "Look that up. You don't know what you're saying," and I had to look it up, and they explained
So
what it
now
was, and
you're
I
a
was like, "Oh."
Vagisil.
So I didn't say Vagisil, but I understood what it was, and I was like, "Why?" And it was also like rerun episodes of like the '90s stuff, early 2000s.
Oh
So people
yeah.
used to say douche more often, you
Oh,
know?
for sure. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That's how, even
douchebag.
though at the time I'm like, 12, I'm like 10, 11 years old saying like for sure. And like we don't say that in Atlanta. That's something you say in California, but I used to watch a lot of Californian TV, or at least, that was like Disney. That's all like the
Yeah,
dialect is
Nickelodeon.
Californian. So I learned how to speak English through television as well, because even though I was born here, I didn't speak English until I want to say I was maybe like third grade.
God bless TV.
Yeah, I know. Thank God for TV. You
Gracias
would
a
know it.
Dios. I mean, here we
But
are.
yeah, it's so funny though, right? Because we're watching Kyle and we're watching Carl, and they are fighting over what? Kyle said F you to Amanda. All right. Disrespectful, but also warranted. I don't care what anybody says, argue with
I,
somebody else.
Marjorie, I
I'm a
don't think you should
little
be saying fuck you to your wife.
I
No,
don't
mi hermana,
think
no.
so, but he's heartbroken and she pissed
Hey,
me off.
don't be fucking disrespectful. No,
Yeah,
mi
that's why
hermano.
that's why I'm like, that's why everybody's defending Amanda, because he was disrespectful to Amanda. He said F you. And then Carl's also coming up with his stuff. And I was like, Carl, no venga acá to make this entire argument about you. Sácate de ahí. This is not about you.
Sí.
You either come and calm Kyle down or get off
Don't
the
escalate things. Don't
don't escalate
escalate
it.
things.
What did he
No,
call him?
Kyle was
Six
like,
five. He called him a Vagisil, a 6'5",
Carlos
blue
is a
eye,
6'5"
whatever.
motherfucker. I'm like, I can't believe that even in a fight, we're addressing Carl's height.
you
Like,
know, but that's how you see these two guys are friends, that they won't
they love each
even,
other.
they love each other so much. They're not really calling, the worst thing they called each other is a Vagisil and a 6'5" mother effer, and
But Kyle wanted
loser.
to say hurtful things, and Amanda came in and like was covering his mouth and like grabbing him by the throat and like,
But she was
shut
like,
up.
"I'm gonna punch you," and I was like, "Where's the ring the alarm there?" She's already physically threatening the man and choking him, which I feel like is the reason why West came up to Amanda, because he's like, "You only choke me. You don't choke your husband. You choke your boyfriend." That's what
Oh,
I think. So he comes up to her and he's like, touching her on her side
restraining her,
boob.
also kissing her head. I have to say one thing. I hope Amanda really washes that head really good because the amount of kissing Westy D is doing to that head, I'm like, that head is greasy and smelly.
You think Pata Sucia is washing her hair really good?
In the Hamptons heat.
Those two grease balls are probably slipping and sliding.
I know.
They're
But this is not
disgusting.
washing her hair. She's
Pata Sucia is not
itchy.
washing her hair, and West TD is not taking showers.
Definitely not.
Imagine how that place smells.
Ew.
So then we have these two. We have West TD and we have Amanda. Cupping a feels in different ways. And then I feel like Kyle was like, "Why are you all up on my wife? Like, why are you up on my girl?" And then they all separate. And again, Carl is mad at Kyle because he's DJing too también. All of a sudden, you're hating on Kyle because he's DJing. Okay,
I
you're
mean,
weird for that.
DJs are taking a hit in
They
summer.
really are. They really are. And I get it. Just go DJ and go home. There's no reason for you to be at a sorority house. There shouldn't be videos of you being with young girls. Like that is a little bizarre, but I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt.
Not drinking lover boy.
Drinking
That's the
truly.
biggest
Crime of the century. For a
that's the
businessman, that
biggest
is a crime.
concern.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no, for sure. For sure. Crime of the century. So, it's like you have the whole house being up in this mess. You have KJ who's looking at these two friends fight, and he's like,
Meme of the week. The
No, it's a
Cage's
good
reaction
meme.
is you and me, Dominicanas, looking at los
Yeah.
gringos going crazy. De que, ¿y esta gente? Ah, pero es así. ¿Y esta vaina es así? No, pues yo no me
Oh,
meto ahí. Oh, 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 oh. Bueno, pues se meterán
bueno.
ustedes. I'm not getting into that.
No, he's looking at her like, bueno.
Bueno,
Um,
papá.
do you feel like, okay, so I saw this on threads and maybe on some videos, but I saw people saying that Dara and Mia were picking up like Amanda's like
Vibes.
self-victimizing at when they were all back in the kitchen. Did you pick up on that?
I felt Mia has been picking up those vibes since the last episode, and I
Yeah.
feel Dara. This was his first time I saw it in Dara, but I think Dara has been even more clocked in than we imagined. Just vibes. Not that
Ooh.
they knew anything about it,
But
but they
vibes,
were
vibes.
both looking at her sideways when she was like, I don't want anybody to feel bad. I don't want anybody to feel like pity me and I'm a victim and all of this stuff. It did come out a little bit performative now looking back at it, and
Yeah.
especially like how much she was enjoying seeing Kyle being like taken down by the whole house. And I think
Yeah.
that part of Kyle going into the bathroom and talking to himself and saying she will never leave me, she doesn't like me, she just waiting for me to explode, for me to leave her or something like that, she will never leave me. I thought that was the
Mhm.
most insightful
Mhm.
piece, like the most insightful time we've seen Kyle be
I'm
in this
telling you,
whole situation and breaking down Amanda.
the man knows how to move the story forward, okay? He knows how
Marjorie,
to
here you go.
alley oop. I'm telling you.
Mira, muchacha, el diablo. You need to stop right
I
now.
know. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I can't help it. Okay, so moving on from
You
Kyle,
are
right?
weak. You are weak for. I haven't seen your husband, but I'm gonna say you are weak for some white Irish looking dudes. He's not. He
Uh,
doesn't look Irish because he's too blonde. But let's
yeah,
say like a Scandinavian roots,
he
Celtic
is
background.
Scandi. I know. I know. You know what? I am very. Cut this out. Cut this out. No, no, no. Okay, okay. Moving on. Moving on. You're gonna get me in trouble.
I know you, but I'm gonna have to cut that.
Oh my god. Okay,
Oh.
okay. But the thing with
Okay, that was very
um
insightful of Kyle. What did you thought
yes.
of that monologue, that performance, Oscar nomination?
Um
Bravo.
the thing about him is that he just knows how to move the story forward, and we really appreciate and value the work he puts in Summer House, okay? That is why Summer House is that's why Kyle is central to Summer House. Because no
Okay,
one is having no one's having
PR, Kyle
discussions.
PR.
You know what I'm saying? No one's having discussions like this. When the bed bugs were in the bedroom, they really weren't telling us anything in addition to what we didn't already see. You know, where,
This was a
well,
peek behind the curtain. Do you think
it was
it's
more of a
true?
realization for Kyle to
Yeah.
finally say out loud what we've all been thinking.
Yeah, I think like I hadn't thought about this until she's so lazy that she
Yes.
doesn't want to leave Kyle until she had
Yes.
another man that will do her taxes for her or respond to the
Hmm.
emails. And you think Wes is gonna do your taxes? Do you think Wes
No.
is gonna reply? Because at least like as Cara Berry says from Everyone's Business But Mine, Everyone's Business But
Hmm.
Mine, uh,
Hmm.
Kyle gives standing desk energy, CEO, founder.
Hmm. Hmm.
And
Yeah,
WestTD
like,
is not giving that. WestTD is giving complex influencer, which means nada in this world.
yeah, yeah, he likes sports, he smells like hot dogs,
Like he's not going to
everything
be
just kind
replying
of
to your
comes to
emails,
him.
getting you gigs, signing those brand deals. So, but I do think that
Exactly.
she needed, she was like, I'm not leaving Kyle. I'm not leaving Kyle until I
Yeah.
know I can be with someone else.
Yes. And I mean, do you remember at the beginning of the season when Kyle was like, when they had their first fight at the dunes, the apology
The
dunes,
apology dune.
and she was basically like, or he was like, we have a compatibility issue, we have a life goals issue, intimacy,
Like a motivation, like a
lack of, come on.
drive.
And I mean, I was like, finally, now,
Coming
now we're
out.
gonna have a good season. But then again, it was like, well, how can we make this work? You know, if when they decided to go to therapy, I just felt like you both are lying to yourselves. Let's just end this relationship for the love of God.
It was
And
too little, too late. The therapy, I'm like, now you want to
exactly,
go? Like, guys, this
no.
ship has sailed. Like,
And then
it's
when he
done.
revealed that they hadn't been intimate in like 7
7 years.
years,
Oh my God, I forgot about this. So there's the tradition, like if you don't toast and look at each other in the eyes, you get 7 years of bad sex. What did these
hmm,
people do
what do
to
they
deserve
do?
7 years of no sex? I think that was a euphemism.
For
They
sure.
fucked for 7 years, but it's giving not very regular. It's giving,
It's
look,
giving
if
birthday
I
sex. It's giving I'll have sex with you on
exactly
your birthday.
anniversary, yeah, it's
And
also
yeah.
giving like, look, if me with a 2-year-old is having more sex than
Hmm.
you, that's
Yeah.
not good, mama. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, that's not good.
Yeah. I mean, like, how do you have a whole husband who is sweating, working, making sure you can live such a comfortable life, and you can't even like be intimate with him? Not like just sexually, but like an intimacy that you develop in your relationship, which is like pillow talk. It's spending time together. It's going out for, walks and coffee and building up, where you're slapping each other on the butt and you're giving each other like you're being flirty and you're touching and
I just feel like they didn't, like, I will always say this, they shouldn't have gotten married,
oh, for
period,
sure.
and
Yeah.
that's it. And
Yeah. But how do
as
you
a
go
lot of,
that long without intimacy in a relationship? Like,
yeah,
but
and I don't know,
also we're
I don't
Dominican though. We're Dominican. So we just the lens just to kind of bring it back to center. As Dominican women, it's very hard for us to be in a relationship that has no intimacy. No, what is it? Into see you me? What is it? Into me I see.
into me I see, into you I see. We we need it. We
Yeah.
deserve it, and we
We
can't
have
switch
to
it
have
on.
it.
We need to
Like,
have it
it's
one way or the
essential.
other.
It's part of the relationship. It is on schedule.
I don't know, like, for that, if it's not I'm like, you know what? I'm out. I'm
you,
good. I'm
you
out.
think I'm going to be in a relationship with no, mm-mm. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for you.
No, 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 no. I would be
Yeah.
like,
That's why it's hard for
what?
me to believe because I'm like, what do you mean?
I'm like, I'm too
What
old
do
to have a
you
roommate.
mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that just goes to show. I think she was really done with the whole situation a while
Yeah.
back. She should have called
Yeah.
it quits.
Yeah.
And she just being so lazy, she put herself in such a, like, terrible situation, because I can
Yes.
see her like, or like, not motivated to be like, okay, I need to break up with Kyle, or okay, I'm
Hmm.
developing feelings
Yeah.
for West. I need to
Yeah.
stand 10 toes down and talk to
Yeah.
Sierra and be like, hey, girl, this is horrible, but it's happening. I'm sure if she would
Yeah.
have come and had this discussion with Sierra, was it going to be easy? Was it going to be cute? No. But at least
No.
Sierra would have had like so much more respect for her than
Yeah.
whatever the hell they did, which was like going behind her backs. It's just, it's so crazy. And also,
Yeah.
what did you thought about what she was wearing for the reunion? To the reunion, it was
Well,
Amanda.
to add to your point, it's clear Amanda can't do hard things, doesn't like to do hard things, doesn't sit on hard things either. But I will say she does love to imitate. That girl is, if she could wear Sierra, she would. Because that, okay, I made a video. I don't know if I told you, but she favorited one of my videos when I was talking about speculation between her and West, when he had the horse's tail or the horse's
Sierra
hair.
favorite one of your videos.
Amanda
What?
favorited my video. Yeah, when I was talking about the speculation. And the following video, I talked about how I wanted Sierra in a yellow dress and a yellow outfit, and I wanted Kyle in red. Who ends up in a yellow outfit? Okay, I'm not saying that the girl listened to me, but I know she's looking for me because she's favoriting my videos. Okay, this was on TikTok. I have a picture. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you the picture that
Guys,
she
post this.
favorited.
Post it, send to me and post it when this episode comes out. It will come
Yeah,
out very soon.
Yeah. I
And also, guys, if you love Summer House content, go and follow Marjorie at Marjorie Lately. Like everything, share, repost everything, and Glossip Girls podcast. Okay, support, 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 support.
support our girls.
I mean, that was crazy. Okay, I need to
Yeah.
see that because I
Yeah.
do feel that she likes to imitate. And why on
Up to the
earth?
underwear,
It's
the
why on earth?
sheerness of the outfit. When did she become so drapey all of a sudden? And yellow,
Why on
I'm
earth?
sorry, yellow is highly suspicious. I said yellow. I said Sierra looks
No,
amazing in yellow. All of a sudden she's wearing yellow in in Sierra's revenge silhouette. No, 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 no. That's
no.
single white female syndrome. And that's a killer.
She's a psycho. She's
She's a
definitely
psycho.
giving psycho vibes because why would I decide to wear the similar dress and
Yeah.
something that content creators are putting out there as I want to see
Hmm.
this person in this color and wear it in this exact same color? Okay, let's say
Yeah.
she didn't see your comment, okay? She didn't
Okay.
see it. Okay.
Yeah.
But why would you wear the same silhouette style of dress, which is a very particular
Mhm.
dress, like the
Mhm.
underwear, the or this
The underwear
bottom
peeking.
peaking, the draping, it's like way too close. It's hitting too close to
Yes.
home. So I
Yes.
would be like, give me the opposite. I would look at it and I'm like, no, people are immediately gonna criticize me. So it's just,
Also,
it's what are you doing? Who is your team?
right.
Where's
Even
Frank
from like
Batula
a,
saying no?
even from a color theory, I don't think that's her yellow. Do you know what I'm
For
saying?
sure
I
it
don't know.
ain't.
I don't. So now
For
we're
sure
just
it ain't.
wearing any yellow. Now you hear yellow, now you're just going to wear any yellow because that yellow don't go with with her skin. It
Her
doesn't
skin
make
tone
her, it
pop.
doesn't, yeah, it doesn't make it pop. It just looks like she's the outfit is wearing her. I don't think she's carrying this thing too. So it's,
No.
and I feel bad, in a sense because like I can only imagine all,
The
everything Amanda
scrutiny.
might be that she might be going through, but it's also like this is just a consequences of your actions. Like you sit here and people are going to have opinions about you. And so that's how I tell myself. So I don't feel very guilty about being too
But she's
judgy on
doing
her.
it to herself most of the times. By wearing this, you are
Yeah.
also like putting like
It's almost like
fire
she
into the
likes
whole
it. Like
thing.
it's the one way that she's
Yeah.
going to get the
You're
attention is
flaming
by
the
imitating
flame.
her. Yeah.
She's what is it called? Flaming the
Uh,
flame. I'm Teresa
flaming
now.
the
I'm Alicia from Rhode
you're
Island.
Trey. Yeah, you're Alicia. What's her name? You're fanning the flame.
Fanning the flames.
You got the F's right, just the words.
Yeah, it's just the correct wording. But okay, so that's Summer House. Um, thank you so much, Marjorie, for doing this. Anything else you want to mention, and also tell people where to follow you?
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you so much for having me. I love talking to you. I'm having
Oh,
the
wait,
best
espérate.
time. Yeah.
Sorry, mierda, we can't cut because I haven't talked about the Michael situation. Okay,
Oh,
no.
okay.
Just I know you have to go probably, so like let's just do a little short thing and
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
I'll cut this out and then I'll close it up. Okay. So
Yeah.
now that we did Summer House, I wanted to get your opinion about something. So I know you're not watching all the time Southern Hospitality, but
Hmm.
there's Michols Peña, who is a Dominican, probably the only Hispanic figure that we have on Bravo right now. They went to a cast trip in Dominican Republic, which
Yeah.
I loved. It was
Yeah.
great. It gave me so much glow. I talked about it with Kaya and Vanessa from Real Moms of Bravo.
Yeah, yeah, I saw.
And I wanted to see with you, what do you think about a Dominican that's born and raised in the US, like having a Dominican on screen? And also, I've heard, like, Kaya told me something about people complaining about his Spanish, like he doesn't speak Spanish well enough. And what about a bada boom? And I'm
Yeah.
like, why are we? Just give me your thoughts. I already gave
Yeah.
mine. Give me your thoughts.
Okay, so question about him. Is he a first generation and Dominican in the US? Like was he born here but his parents moved or his
Yeah.
parents are immigrants? Okay. And he
His
doesn't
dad is
know.
Puerto Rican. His mom
Okay.
is Dominican.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think sometimes it's really hard for Latinos who are first generation um to see other first generations who don't speak Spanish, and I could see the like the fight, because for example, like I'm first generation, right? My mom and my dad, we migrated here, but they still have they instilled us that we learn Spanish, right? And it was always like what they told us was like, you have to learn. Not continuing to speak Spanish is like it's an insult to us for bringing you here. At the If there's one thing you can have, is the fact that you can still speak Spanish even though all you will do is speak English. So I think in a way, those of us who do speak Spanish as first gens, we have this like, how could you not speak Spanish? What do you mean? Do you hate being this way? So I could see how like that is the thought. For me, I often think like, if you don't speak Spanish, there's a reason, or if you don't speak it as well, it's like, it's a joke, but it's not that serious. Like, I don't look down on
It
first
just
gens who
feels
don't
like
speak
mean
Spanish.
spirited. It just feels
Yeah,
mean
I
spirited.
haven't come
Sometimes
across anyone like that, that's like mean spirited to someone who doesn't speak Spanish. There's always like, well, what happened? Well, let me teach you. Like, this is what we do. This is what we say. That's been my experience. I haven't really seen I haven't seen anything much negative. So
but
you're saying that there are people.
these are people saying it in comments, like behind people's backs. You know, like they're not telling this to
Oh,
Michaels, they're telling this to Kea because she said, well, his Spanish seems okay to me. I live in South Florida. I hear Dominicans, Puerto Ricans talking all the time. His
yeah.
Spanish doesn't seem so far fetched. And I'm telling you personally,
Oh, it
his
just doesn't
Spanish
have
seems
fluency.
very good. And even if it wasn't, and he's making like if he's making mistakes this here and there and whatever, I mean, like, good on him that he
Yeah.
speaks Spanish, that he's proud of his
Yeah.
heritage, that he's
But he speaks
showcasing his
it.
Spanish, and
But he speaks it.
he's showcasing his heritage, and he's talking about his
Yeah.
country. It's like, but so
But
these are not people
but he
telling it to
speaks it.
him. Yeah,
But are these Spanish speakers telling him that he doesn't speak Spanish
yeah,
too?
they're telling Kea, like,
Ah, ah.
don't start defending his Spanish because you don't know about this. You don't know, tú no sabes de eso. Leave us, the
No,
Latinos, to
see,
talk about his Spanish. You know, so this is a different situation. It's not like they're telling
yeah,
him
yeah,
straight up.
yeah. But honestly, like, okay, so that's also really different, right? Because we're first generation who speak English, and like even my Spanish doesn't always have like the fluency that I would like. There's this like, oh, tú hablas español. It's always like, oh, so you do know how to speak Spanish. Or, oh, tú hablas un poquito. Like, lo dominicano and like other Latinos that I've met that hear me talk
They
Spanish,
will
they'll
judge
say,
you.
they will judge me, and they'll say, oh, so you do speak Spanish. But why do you speak Spanish that way? Your Spanish is different Dominican than the Dominicans that I know.
I
And I
mean,
was like, okay, well, do you want, what kind, can you communicate with me or not? Or even los propios dominicanos te dicen a ti, me decían a mí, tú no pareces dominicana, you don't look Dominican. And I'm like, what do you mean I don't look Dominican? But I'm
I get
telling
that
you.
all the time because I'm very
Yeah.
light skinned.
Yeah. It's like
So
none of us
it's
look like each other then. Like, what are we talking about?
I'm like, have you been to Dominican Republic? Like,
Yeah.
do, do you know that we're like extremely diverse and this is how
But
we
it's
look
like,
like?
I don't look like any of my cousins. We look like a soccer team. None of us look like each other.
Marjorie, I don't even look like
None
my
of us.
brother. Like my brother and I, we have the same face. It's the same face,
Yeah.
different skin tone. Same
Yeah.
mama and papa.
Same. Same. Me
Mommy
and
and
my
papi,
brother,
the main. But
totally different looking.
it's like my face, darker skin tone. And that's what
Yeah.
it is. And
And
like
that, but
people
that's how
here
we
in Europe,
are.
they're always shocked about it. Some Dominicans have told me like in the airport in Dominican Republic, like I got
Hmm.
so pissed once because I'm going
Hmm.
through like I'm Dominican. I'm like, I don't even have like a US passport, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, and somebody's like, Señorita, lady, that is only for Dominicans. Y yo dije, so what the hell? So who am
What is
I?
this? What
I'm
is
like,
this
so who am
passport?
I? I'm like, where am I supposed
Yeah.
to go? And I'm
Yeah.
like, guys, you're
Oh
in the
yeah.
airport. You see everybody coming through here. You know we look all different. Like, don't
Yeah,
please.
well, it's just like, what, si yo te digo que yo estoy hablando español, mi español es mi español y ya. That's it. Like, my Spanish is my Spanish. I speak Spanish and you understand me, and that's enough.
And that's
I'm
it.
not,
We're communicating.
and that's it. Like, I don't have to, you want alofoque Spanish, tú quieres plátano Spanish, like, tú sabes, tú quieres
Cibaeño,
guau
you
guau
want it from
guau,
el del
tú quieres
sur.
poppy, like, what do you want? Like, what kind of Spanish are you looking for? Like, but But the thing
No,
about Latinos is it's always there always needs to be some sort of supremacy and some hierarchy and
yeah,
who
I'm
can
more
speak the
Dominican than
best
you.
what.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes people, I haven't had this situation, but I could feel like my cousins that live in the US, they
Mm-hmm.
feel more Dominican than me in the sense of like more traditionally Dominican and like, oh, listening to bachata, blah, 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 eating
Yeah.
comiendo arroz con habichuela because they miss their country and they're so proud of it and they need it.
Yeah.
As I was in DR, I'm like, I'm living this 24/7. I don't need to be, you know,
Yeah.
sleeping with la bandera or like I'm in my country. So it's a
La
different,
bandera en el cuarto and
say
just being.
no. It's a different vibe. So when I'm in France, I'm for sure I'm more like
It comes
Dominican.
out. Mm-hmm.
I'm listening to bachata, like things that I wouldn't do necessarily all the time in Dominican Republic. And I
Right.
do feel my Spanish has changed because I am speaking French, I'm speaking
Yeah.
English. So
Yeah,
of
you're
course, like the
trilingual.
way that I
Yeah.
phrase sentences is not
Mm-hmm.
sometimes proper Spanish, even though I am a communication major
Yeah.
journalist in Dominican Republic, studied until I was like lived there until I was 25 years old. And now I go
Yeah.
back and talk to my parents and they notice it's a little different because I'm like building phrases like in my
Right.
mind that are translated from French or using French structures or even English. So
Right.
it's all mishmash.
Right.
And that's a part about growing, moving,
Yeah,
expanding
and
your
being educated
culture.
too.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
diaspora and like living outside your country. So for me, I was like, I am so proud of Michael's. I love what he's doing. He's being
Yeah.
so vulnerable with his story,
Yeah.
especially of being an Afro Latino, a gay man,
Yes.
Dominican religious, it's a lot.
Mhm. It's a
And he's just
lot.
just he's giving it to all us and looking amazing because he's hot as
Of
hell.
course, I know. He is so handsome.
He's making
No,
us proud. So making
and
us
he's
proud.
also just showing like what Dominicans look like too. And I think that is what the value of him being in Soho too is that he's just showing another angle of what a Dominican looks like. Not all Dominicans look like, Alofoque or, the big I was gonna
Like
say that
baseball
bug.
players,
Yeah,
like these huge baseball players, which yes,
yeah,
it's obviously because they're athletes, but we just look
yeah,
like we have very diverse. But the first thing when I saw him, it was so crazy because I saw him in Southern Hospitality, and I was like, it looks like a cousin of mine is on screen. I
yeah,
felt so seen the moment I saw
yeah,
him, and when he talked, the first thing that the first time he talked in Spanish, I was like,
yeah,
oh my god, he's Dominican. I knew from his
yeah.
accent.
You
So
knew right away.
I knew right away. So for me, like please people, take it
Yeah,
easy on him and take it easy on
honestly,
yourself cuz
let them.
this is just all like internalized hate,
Mm-hmm.
racism
Mm-hmm.
or like not even racism, like
It's like a language elite, like language policing.
language policing or like I'm more Latino than you and you are like we are all
Yes.
living in this experience as being Latinos,
Mm-hmm.
so we should not be
Yeah.
judging and putting anybody down because of it.
Of course not. No, and I mean, I honestly, this alone is gonna make me want to watch Soho because I didn't know that one he was there up until like a couple days ago, and the fact you were talking about how they went to DR and like
Oh,
even the fact that
girl,
there's controversy around how he speaks Spanish is like, okay, great. So now I'm gonna watch this show. I'm gonna get pissed off at everybody who commented on his Spanish, and then I'm gonna get online and I'm gonna make videos about all of you commenting on his Spanish.
absolutely. And I'm telling you, I watched the episode. I've been watching Southern Hospitality all the time, like from start. And
Okay.
I'm like having fun with my people. I've never seen like an emotional show or like a deep show. They have deep stories, but it's a
Mhm.
fun watch for me. It's kind of like Summer
So it's
House or
fun.
Vanderpump
Okay.
when it was funny at some points.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
that's what
when
I
they,
want. I want something that's funny and light.
yeah, 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 you should definitely watch. This show is great. Except this last season, there's some dark stuff with some woman.
I heard
So
about some
Emmy,
white women tears,
whatever,
white women tears.
white woman tears, basically. So besides that, it's very fun. So
Okay.
they got to Punta Cana Airport, which is kind of like the airport that I land every time that I go to Dominican Republic most of the time. And girl, like I was
I
bawling.
know.
I started
Yeah.
crying. I was like, I haven't been there in 2 years. I haven't seen
Yeah.
my family from Dominican Republic since I had my baby. I didn't
Yeah.
realize how much I missed them. Like I even now I get like wow, so emotional. And to
Yeah.
see my country, like they went to La Basilica, like La
Oh,
Señora de la Altagracia. It was so emotional to see like the
oh,
church. And it was not only like we're in an all inclusive and that's it. They
right.
show so much more. And that's why it's so important to have somebody that's, Latino on the
Yeah.
screen because it shows how
Yeah.
different we are. And it's like we are not just tourist spots. And I wish that he can
Right.
come back at some point and do even more local trip. And I will help you, Michaels. I can hook you up
Yeah.
with whatever you need.
For
Trust
sure.
me,
Let's do
mama.
it. I'm connected. I got people
Yeah,
down there. Okay. Just
we
let
got
me
people.
know.
We got people. We
We get to
got
go to
you.
Casa, like we get to go to Casa Campo if you want to.
I told him like, give me the keys to this thing. We will be in Palmilla in a yacht,
Ya tú sabes,
party
you
in Casa de
know.
Campo. Okay, like
But
Portola
that's
is going
how
to
it is
just
too. Like when you land in DR, like I remember like the last time I went, it was like you just cry as soon as you get there. Like even me being a first gen born here, when I go to DR, when I land at that airport and I'm like walking through the hallways, I cry because there's like something in my blood, something in me that's like, I'm home. And like leaving a day before I know I have to leave, I'm in
wrecked,
tears. I'm like,
tears,
I can't,
emotional.
please, I can't go back. I have to stay.
I mean, how am I gonna give up all these aguacates and jugo de
Oh,
chinola and
oh my
mangú,
God. No, no, y las
queso
lomas.
frito,
Oh,
cerveza
oh.
presidente, ron? Bueno, thank you so much, Marjorie. This was amazing. This was healing. This is therapy. Tell
Absolutely.
people where to find you.
Yes. So thank you so much for having me, Anna. I always have the best time talking to you. So I'm just happy to be here. Everyone can find me on Marjorie Lately on Instagram and on TikTok. I usually talk about Love Island, Summer House, whatever's going on lately. I'm probably going to talk about it. So you can follow me there.
XOXO, Gossip Girls. Love it.